Tonight, we are recovering from one of Denver's biggest hailstorms in years. It dropped up to baseball-sized hail all across the northeast side of town. And there's more severe weather on tap for tonight. We've already seen some severe storms pop up on the eastern plains. This photo was taken by a viewer named John out near Lyman. Let's bring in meteorologist Lauren Robinson, who has been tracking tonight's storms, and it's going to be a busy one, Lauren.
That's right. We've been seeing a lot of those storms falling across central portions of the eastern plains and Front Range, but we're still not completely out of the woods in Denver and the rest of the eastern half of the state. Now, we take a look at our HD Doppler radar, and this light teal color here across central and southern portions of the eastern plains is a severe thunderstorm watch. That's in effect until around 11 o'clock this evening, but within it, we've seen several on and off severe thunderstorm warnings, where we have one right now just east of Pueblo. This is expected to last all the way until around 9:30, but you can see all of the surrounding areas still under this severe thunderstorm watch until around 11 o'clock. Now, this is where all of our storms are really located right now across central portions of the Front Range and eastern plains. That's leaving a lot of the rest of us pretty dry as we go into the rest of the evening. But again, we're not completely out of the woods yet. We do still have a slight chance for a pop-up shower and storm in areas like Denver. But as we go through the rest of the evening, we're still going to monitor the biggest risk in this yellow area where we have a slight risk for severe weather. This is currently where we have some storms falling as well, but anything in this yellow area could see large hail up to around 1 to 2 inches in diameter, gusty winds gusting up to around 60 miles per hour, heavy downpours, lots of lightning and thunder, and that's exactly what we're looking for with that line of thunderstorms pushing their way south and east. Now, we continue to talk about these southeastern storms tonight. We're going to talk more about our late storm chances tomorrow and the very hot weather ahead next week. All of that in my 7-day forecast.
Lauren, thank you. And folks on the east side of town are wary tonight after what they went through last night. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause is live near Green Valley Ranch this evening. How are things looking there, Rachel? Folks spent the day cleaning up. Now we're telling them maybe more storms headed their direction.
Yeah, Jenny, right now things are looking pretty clear, but of course we're expecting another round of storms to move through sometime later this evening. And for folks living in the Northeast Metro, another round of storms coming their way feels like a 1-2 punch after getting hit hard last night. Now, Leah Birmingham and her family live in Denver just outside of Green Valley Ranch. And last night the storm alert came in, and a minute later they were getting hammered by hail. The storm sent golf ball and tennis ball sized hail through their 2 cars' windows and windshields. Their cars are covered in glass and debris today. Leah and her family have spent the day cleaning up their yard and that of some neighbors. Still, she says they're lucky it wasn't worse.
Sadness, sadness and crying. And then you're like, okay, we're all alive. People around us are alive. We checked on neighbors and called family and let them know that we were okay. But yeah, it was a long night.
Leah says she's born and raised in Colorado, but this kind of hail is something she's never seen before. She says it's tough to see so much damage, but is grateful that the family's doing all right, including their 2 backyard chickens that were just a little startled. Now, Leah says she hopes that this latest round of storms really encourages people to listen to the weather and the warnings and take shelter when they need to. And again, right now, things in Green Valley Ranch are looking pretty clear, but we all know in Colorado, things can change very quickly. Reporting live in Green Valley Ranch, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Rachel, stay safe out there. Thank you. And let's look at even more homes in Green Valley Ranch hit hard last night.
Look at all them leaves.
Look at all the leaves. While the sun did help clear out a lot of the hail by morning, some people still had to bust out their shovels and get to work today. People in this neighborhood tell us the storm dropped really big hail and lots of rain for at least half an hour.
Felt like it was like an AK, like somebody was shooting. Then I looked outside and saw the hail, and I was like, oh, wow, here we go.
My house is shaking. That's all I can say. And I thought the windows were going to break because it was so loud and pounding and just like somebody was throwing like snowballs at your house for like, 30, 45 minutes.
The hail damaged siding, broke windows, took down plants. A lot of the people we spoke with say they've already notified their insurance company and have begun the process of filing claims. Last night was also a bad night to be a car near the airport. Some of them got small dents, others totally busted out windows. Miguel Sanchez came home after a 2-week trip to Mexico to find his car all dented up. He parked it at the RTD Park and Ride on 61st.
Yeah, but it's pretty, oh man, that's unfortunate.
Not The fun way to return from Mexico. We reached out to a few car rental companies. Hertz told us they do have cars in their lot that they just can't rent out right now because of the damage. Across Denver, drivers and homeowners are just beginning to tally up the damage. 9 News reporter Kelly Rinke takes us to the Central Park neighborhood.
Pretty much all of our neighbors' cars have damage up and down the street, windows, hoods.
The hail may be gone, but the force of Thursday night's storm is easy to see.
We have at least 8 screens that are damaged. We have 1 window that's broke.
Kim Heath is creating the list of hail damage around her house. She knew it was going to be bad when she saw this outside her front porch.
The hail was coming so fast, it was exploding on the ground.
How much repairs will cost, she still doesn't know.
There's something hit in the center right there.
Thankfully, Kim has insurance.
Oh, we probably need to already have been on the phone this morning, but we were busy with some other things. So we'll be on with the insurance today to figure out what process they want to do.
Insurance companies are collecting claims, but it may take days or weeks to know how costly the storm will be. Cars still need to go to repair shops. Adjusters need to go on roofs.
Feel pretty sure most people around here are going to have their roofs replaced.
Sharon Hunter, who lives nearby, thinks her roof is one of them.
It was like somebody was throwing baseballs at the windows, at the side of the house, at the roof. I've never seen one put huge divots in the grass.
How much damaging hail will determine if insurance companies can declare this a catastrophe and bring in more resources. The claims are just starting to come in.
So I'm pretty sure at 8 o'clock this morning, all the insurance companies' phones were ringing.
Not just the insurance companies. Phones are already ringing off the hook at auto body shops.
As soon as I got up, I had like 20 messages, 20 minutes calls.
All Auto Hail in Commerce City says the call started at 6 o'clock this morning. People just racing to get in line for repairs as soon as possible. And that line of customers is already growing.
Pretty much in about 2 weeks, we're going to be about 6 months out and scheduling people. So yeah, the sooner you get it done, the better.
Each hail-damaged car can take days to fix. The shop says the average price to fix a car damaged in a storm like what we saw last night, $4,500. Thankfully, it's almost always covered if that car is fully insured. Then there's the city of Greeley, which has now declared a disaster following a severe storm in that community Tuesday night. The city guesses hail and flooding caused nearly $1.5 million in damage, and that number could just keep going up. Tonight, we're also learning more about a possible storm-related death in Greeley. Police say a man was found dead in the backyard of a home Wednesday morning, and police are saying it's not clear now if that storm is actually to blame in the man's death. The city's waiting on an autopsy to know for sure. It's going to be a while before homeowners and businesses fully recoup their losses from that storm in Greeley. 9 News reporter Ria Jha reports from that community tonight.
Lots of people here in downtown Greeley celebrating its Friday Fest, and it came just in time for small businesses who are hurting from this week's storm. We spoke with one business owner who lost thousands. The man behind the music is Dave Shapinski, technical and sound engineer. He's getting the bands ready for Greeley's Friday Fest.
Well, no, I mean, I can hear it.
You can hear it, yeah, that's good.
He's done it every year.
The 80-20 rule, you plan for 80% of what you think is going to happen day of show, and then the other 20% is just kind of fly by the seat of your pants.
Shapinski is also the owner of Downtown Sound Record Store. He wasn't planning on this week's hailstorm.
We lost somewhere around 1,000 records.
The basement of Downtown Sound flooded. Shapinski estimates more than $4,000 lost in records.
And that water stain will never go away. You cannot get that water stain out. And then you open up, there's the record, so it's still in the sleeve. And then it's...
losing legendary tracks in the process.
Any music that I see get destroyed is heartbreaking. I mean, yeah, we lost some Barry Manilow. I hate seeing Barry Manilow get trashed.
But Downtown Sound is coming around.
Hey, how you doing?
Greeley's first Friday Fest couldn't have come at a better time.
More people in town hopefully means more business. And we're a music store, and they're music lovers.
Shapinski is now working on a plan to weatherproof the basement for the next storm.
It is life, yeah. You can't plan 100%.
Knowing the 80% will help them get through the 20.
We're in it through thick and thin. Whatever happens, we're going to push it through.
Although Downtown Sound won't have this Barry Manilow record, they have plenty more inside, and they actually are going to be a music venue at tomorrow's Greeley Blues Jam Music Festival if you want to stop in. Reporting in Greeley, Ria Jha, 9 News.